Apple's back again, and we are playing Monster Prom. We're going to try to do the second term because we did the first time, so we're going to do a short one. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. So I did the first game, the basic game, and I'm going back doing the DLC for second term, so that way we don't miss anything. And then I'm gonna do Monster Camp is my goal. So we were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I always play as blue. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna customize. There we go. Okay. And I have she pronouns. And we had yet to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howe, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, the sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam D. Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he's truly a lovable dork. Zoe Forever, a eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. We never met her yet. And Calculaster Hewitt Packard, a library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. So, obviously, those two are the new characters in the second one. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Uh-oh. Let me check. Okay. We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So, welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are running, but they are running in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves who also happen be tech mongols who own some sort of profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They'd be kick-ass role models and wild wolves sick. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. A really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and an actual fire. I love fire, and I see no issue with being raised by it. I'm gonna go with wolves. So wealthy. You were elected president for a day. What's the first law you passed? Trivia fact. Presidents don't pass laws, so this is a trick question. Or are you just being an idiot? $1 bills will now include a picture of me and the inscription, beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever. You can deduct taxes by writing summons instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the summons. You find a genie in a bottle. You can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask? Infinite confetti, a rainbow that you can eat. Before asking for anything, you try to negotiate up to 3 standard wishes. You to feel truly alive. His friendship. I don't ask for anything. I drink the genie for the bottle. I can grant my own wishes. We're gonna go for negotiation. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person lacks manners, the person thinks Asuka is the best waifu. I don't know who that is. The person is boring, the person uses Internet Explorer, lacks taste, the person is a coward. The person is boring. That would be a deal breaker for my best friend too. She doesn't like boring people. Okay, so we're gonna go outdoors. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from the nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You spot Vera and Polly discussing something. You gotta get in this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey, 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 hey! What? Are you gonna go to that party tonight at Dale Mummy's crypt? The dog star has aligned with Venus or something so his parents are being a pure energy for the weekend. He got the place entirely to himself. I might stop by. Yay! Okay, so listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his drink. Now I'm interested. What are you thinking, laxatives or Viagra? Gross, I was thinking something fun, like shrooms. Shrooms won't even dissolve in his drink, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Yeah, make it something fun, like shrooms. Moonroot induces werewolf transformation. He'll be a little party animal. Do you want to make him laughingstock? Use the flower that makes a person fall in love with the first thing they see. We can make him fall in love with a chair or a houseplant. No! We're gonna go with the party animal. Oh my god, cute! And I totally have a monster Snapchat filter that makes people look like wolves too. So I'll use it on him, and then he'll be like a double wolf. Oh, yeah, monster Snapchat pic. That cool totally justifies unleashes a vicious beast into an unsuspecting party. Oh, woo, you gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Okay. We're gonna sit over here because I've never met this girl. Zoe. You watch Zoe watching Polly with increasingly intensity. Hey, Polly, I have a question. Why are they in Christmas clothes? Santa's favorite hoe. I may or may not have an answer depending on if it's boring or not. Well, you know how you don't eat food? Yeah, duh. I'm a ghost. It would just go right through me. I can't digest it or absorb the nutrients or anything. Right, but you drink alcohol and do drugs all the time. Yeah, and that's awesome. But why can you absorb substance and have them affect you, but you can't eat food? It's like sometimes you're totally corporeal and then sometimes you're incorporeal. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, and it's awesome. But I'm awesome. It is interesting question Zoe raises. Maybe you should look at this more clearly. Hey Zoe, let's do some science. We can throw things at Polly and see what goes through and what doesn't. Allow me to explain Polly's situation quite simple. Texture, solidarity, density, heaviness, all Okay, we're not even gonna try. So if Polly doesn't have any of that, she's naturally be inconsistent in her ghost powers. Why? Cinnamons! Okay, we give up. Everything's coming up cinnamon. Okay. We're gonna do some science. Ah, yeah, that's a great idea. What? No, it's not. Throwing a fork in 3, 2. Cut that out. Oh man, it went right through her. Let's try a spoon. Let's not try a spoon. That's so weird. It bounced off her like she's totally corporal. I guess the lesson we've learned here is that a ghost's logic is no logic at all. That's why it rhymes. Ghost and no don't rhyme. Of course not, but there's no logic here. Watch out, I'm throwing a plate at you. You and Zoe have a great time throwing things at Polly and watching there be no logic in this game. The game, of course, being throw things at Polly. Wink. Okay, so I had to try that. You know what? We might try for Alien Girl, if we can. I don't know what she wants, though, from me. We're gonna go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Meanwhile, Zoe seems to have trapped Polly in some sort of eldritch binding circle. This should be good. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Girl, where is your chill? I've already told you like a million times how I died. I like their costumes. Yeah, but each time you told me something different. Tried to fuck a toaster, suffocated by a good booty, gun salad, I've heard them all. But what's the truth, Polly? Huh? Huh? It's none of your business. No, but it's my hobby, and hobbies matter, Polly. Plus, the fans have a right to know. Fans have a right to leave me the hell alone. Secrets are sexy. If secrets are so sexy, then how come God invented Wikipedia? What? You're a god. You know what? You know, that's not true. Now let me out of this binding circle. I got haunted math. Next period. Sure, I'll let you out if you tell me how you really died. Polly gives you a pleading look. Zoe gives you an excited look. As usual, it's up to you to figure out who to help. Polly's right. See, you know what? We're going with Zoe. Zoe deserves to know the truth. And if you tell it to her, Polly, I will give you a huge bag of cocaine. You know that... The way to my ghost heart is through my ghost nostrils. Come here, you beautiful whore. Let me give you the gory details. Polly beckons Zoe over and whispers in her ear. Oh wow, that many, huh? But how did the linebackers get out of there? Oh. The entire San Diego Zoo? But where would you even get that much cream cheese? Oh, I see. It was Wednesday. Well, that pretty thoroughly answers my question. Now, do you see why I didn't want to tell anyone? Oh, absolutely. That is way too hot for public consumption. Your secret's safe with me. Ah, yes. I gotta keep my secret and I get cocaine. Score. You're pretty sure Polly told another very not real story about her death, but Zoe's impressed at your negotiating skills. You leave Polly enjoy her newly acquired treat, and you and Zoe get smooth. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Okay, we're doing pretty good on stats, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong. Charm. Does not tell me what to do. This is smarts, I think. Class is... Gym is... boldness? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm. Okay. You are going to help Zoe with her math homework after, but you notice her surrounded by a crowd of sinister, cloaked figures. She seems pissed about it. Guys, stop it. I don't want any dead goats. I'm at school. We understand you perfectly, Lord Sigurd. This is a test. We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger. What? No, that's the opposite of what I said, and I don't go by Sigurd anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Z-O-E. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Babbles? I can't stand to be around these jerks. Zoe brushes past you on her way out. The cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay. It's concealed by their terrifying mask, but still. Sigurd addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure? It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame, and what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it's referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all our sanity? Brother, sister, bow down before Babbles, for she is clearly the prophet of Zagord. Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased Zagord, and yet now we do not understand what has changed. That's pretty obvious. Perhaps, given our special relationship with our accomplishable master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it. Fuck it. You got nothing better to do. You decide to be a prophet for one day. For the day. You tell them what they should really be sacrificing. Sacrifice your own harmful... It's important to learn from your mistakes, so sacrifice another goat, but right, we're sorry on the side. So creative, but our harmful prejudices are precious to us. They're... How we remain reliable and pleasant, the better to unplease Zagord. Maybe that's how it was with Zagord, you explain, but Zoe's got an entirely different set of standards that don't involve being a bigot. Ah, your wisdom is truly subtle and deep. Very well, bring on our... Okay. One of the cultists steps forward with still banded box, stained with blood and scorched by fire. You're not sure exactly what's inside, but it smells pretty racist. Now bring out the vat of acid we always carry around. Where were they keeping all this stuff? Those robes must be really roomy. Now dissolve the... An acid. Go on, do it. So they were racist? The box dissolves with a sound like 1,000 grandmothers. I should have known. I wasn't thinking. Disapproving of your gender identity. Ah, we were suddenly unprotected from the new and radical ideas. The revelation are flooding in. Could it be that we've been jerks? Yeah? Alas, it's true, and it is true also that our Lord demands from us one further sacrifice. It is the greatest sacrifice of all. We must sacrifice the past. The name Zagord is gone, perished along with the dark timeline that gave it birth. Here and now, we rededicate ourselves to a new cult. The cult of Zoe. Wow, that worked way better than you expected. Maybe you can dissolve the other bigots in acid too, or maybe you can dissolve the bigots in acid. Either way, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. We're doing pretty good, I would say. I mean, I feel like we're doing good. I could be wrong. We're gonna sit with Zoe again. We seem to be having a good time with her. You sit down with Zoe and Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. But how do you get your food, Scott? Why do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives, and a hunt that will change them as hunters, but also were-people. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth, a new understanding of group sexual practices. Also, food. So, that's why I need to know, how do you hunt? Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza. That's it? What about hunting in a pack, enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies? Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousins order pizza at home, and then the pizza comes and then we eat the pizza. Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juicier info, or maybe convince Zoe that ordering pizza is actually dramatic. But Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? Oh man, we did that one time, and it was the worst. There was no cell phone service, so instead of calling for delivery, we had to transform into wolves and chase it down. And then when we got there, it wasn't even a pizza, it was 3 deer. And there wasn't any bread or cheese, so instead of bread, we used deer flesh, and instead of cheese, we used more deer flesh, and instead of pepperoni, we used deer flesh. No, beef, jerky. We're not animals. Oh, I think you are, Scott. I think you are. Now, how did you all sleep on your little camping trip? In the nude, or nude and cuddling? Looks like this conversation is finally going the way Zoe wanted it to. She shoots you an appreciative wink with one of the light devouring voids that passes from her eyes. Ah. I said ah, but it was supposed to be ah. I kind of started feeling queasy all of a sudden. Not towards her, just in general. It was weird. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits but gain 2 boldness. Okay, we need creativity and money. You spot Zoe and say hello. She seems to be in a pretty good mood. Hey Babbles, sorry about running out on you before. I was just overwhelmed by all that cult stuff. Speaking of them, they've actually been a lot better lately. They're still pretty clueless, but at least they haven't given me any more dead animals. I wonder what's gotten into them. Well, better not mess with the success. Anyways, I gotta go study for my ambush finance midterms later. As Zoe leaves, you notice her cultists peeking around a corner, and when she's gone, they sheepishly approach you. Hey, Babbles. Praise be to you for your unholy wisdom and stuff. We were just wondering, did Zoe say anything about us? Does she like all the dead goats we're not giving her? Are we using the right pronouns? We all love her so much, and we want to make sure she's as happy, or unhappy, or unruthlessly insane as she can possibly be. I love her the most of all. Who said that? Whoever you are, you can't possibly love her more than I do. I'm the one standing at the front. I was standing in the front last time. We all look the same because we're all wearing masks. Silence. You can't silence me. You're not my grandmaster. Well, someone is, right? I mean, we have a grandmaster, don't we? What kind of cult would we be without a grandmaster? We don't, do we? Well, that won't do. Please, Babbles, grace us with your wisdom. How shall we choose our grandmaster? You need to learn to think like your mistress, become a high school student for a day, and the answers will be obvious to you. The title of grandmaster should go to whoever can compose the best theme song to sing to Zoe every morning, as if it's a new episode of her life. Okay, but I want this one, and it's probably wrong. No! But we already created a theme song for Zoe. It's based on the cultural chant we use to mutter when we communing with the dreads the gourd. We're not professional musicians or anything, but we think it's pretty good. Here, give it a listen. The cultists take a deep breath in unison and then begin the sympathy of screaming ever to assault your eardrums. It's not good morning music. It's not good music at all. It's all auditory equivalent of decapitated with a chainsaw. Blood leaks from every part of your head that blood can leak from. You're not even sure it's your blood. What's that noise? Oh god. Oh, for the love of... Are you guys doing this gourd chant? I hate that chant. I'm into K-pop, nerdcore, hip-hop, and anime, OSTs, and now. Cut that out. But it's too late. The cultists have already melted themselves into fluid with their... I got punished! I was doing so good. Dang it. I got punished. Well. Go to the library. Congratulations, you have been chosen to win big. It doesn't sound very nice, but who are really the ones to blame if they respond to such blatant scam? I lost 10 karma, which isn't a stat, but I gained money, so. I read a whole half page of nonfiction book. I feel like my brain is gonna explode. I hate studying. Ugh, gross. No one has even made out once in this math textbook. I do like books, though. They can take you anywhere in the world. So when you pee on them, it's like you're marking your territory across the planet. That explains the wavy, crispy texture and pungent odor of a lot of the books. Your used textbooks. You wonder if it's worth trying to correct his error when... Dimitri? That's right, it is I. Dimitri? And may I just add, your abs are looking especially lickable today. Weird, but okay. Endless deity of horror and chaos, deadly and charming beast person, do join me on the dark side. Counterpoint, do not. That. Dimitri, you made a fatal error in this plan. You have approached our classmate in the middle of the library, where they're hard at work studying. They'll never listen to your pitch. Oh, yikes. Actually, we're getting super bored with studying, so Dimitri, go ahead and tell us your thing, I guess. Nope, if you let Dimitri woo them to the dark side, how will you woo them to prom? Also, blah 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 blah, end of the world, the right thing, whatever. Sure, the dark side sounds cool, but the commute is terrible. What? Sure. I don't know which is the good answer. The Mark side. What's that? Suddenly a funny little man with weak smile and Norma is saying, I'm Mark. I hear you're thinking of joining my side, he says. That's great news. You know what? Would it even be better news if you also shared a bunch of cool, fun, personal information with me? What? Who are all your friends? What's their blood type? How do you feel about brands? Would you like to give me access to your location? I'm scared and confused. Awesome, says Mark. Those are definitely emotions. Would you like to feel more of them? No. Too bad. Here's some news specifically calibrated to make you feel angry and sad. It might even be true. So, make him go away. I can't, Scott. He's even more powerful than the Eldritch energy, which sustains me. This is cursed place now. Our only hope is to sacrifice Babbles to Mark's info thirst. Everyone hurriedly straps you to a chair and injects you with the true serum. You tell Mark of all your embarrassing childhood memories. We lost stuff. Great. We're doing bad. We're gonna mess up. We're not doing good with her all of a sudden. But we're gonna still try. You sit down with Zoe and calculus her. Zoe seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. And that is, she is screaming man strapped to the table and is currently siphoning his sanity out through his eye sockets. Friend Zoe, I am afraid I must take issue with your current practice. What, eating? Eating in the manner which causes a human to repeatedly scream, kill me, while avoiding his bowels and bladder, it does not seem nice. Look, I was born this way, okay? Well, not so much born as ripped from the fabric of reality itself and animated with equal parts raw malice and the concept of despair. But still, don't judge me. I do not possess the necessary firmware to judge you, Zoe. I do, however, wish that you would find another way to attain substance. You can't stand to see those two at odds. Maybe you could convince Zoe to change her ways, or convince Calculester that they don't need changing. Why don't you eat this vegan brownie? Oh, come on, Calculester. Sanity isn't even one of the top 5 worst things Zoe could be devouring. Status skeptical. Please list 5 things worse to devour from this man than his sanity. Oh, that's easy. Deep-seated insecurities is one, poop is another, the crippling fear of death present in all mortals. P, and the worst of all, opinions. Are his opinions really that bad? Well, he's a prominent user on Reddit. Understood. Analysis complete. Sanity is an acceptable food substitute compared to several things that are worse. Nice! It's like I always say, when life gives you lemons, compare those lemons to the all-consuming void. The void is way worse than a couple of lemons. You couldn't agree more. Mostly because you're interested in smooching Zoe, but still. Uh-oh. Okay. We need to have some creativity. I saw it for a little bit. We're gonna have some fun. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling about the hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive and the blow-up doll for the president and the penguin mask and the mystery of the Goblin King? Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. Uh-oh. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. It seems so like Zoe is practically blushing magenta as she sides up to you. So, listen, Babbles. Hanging out at school and getting into wacky shenanigans is great and everything, but it's all so randomly absurd and absurdly random. And I just want to have some kawaii date time. So what if we do something super cute and adorable together, like a nice little picnic? I mean, I still want it to be personal to me, you know, so I want to have the picnic in a pocket dimension, nightmare void that holds a special place in my heart. It's just super cute, super cozy, despair realm, devoid of any sense and unreachable to normal minds, so I like to hang out there and watch anime on my phone between classes. Anyways, want to meet me there in a few? I'll bring us some cute little picnic snacks. You try to think of a way to keep from losing your sanity and getting your soul fractured. See you in a few. Ah, shit. Aw, shit. That sounds super adorable except for the losing your mind part, but you do know a good way to fix that. Grab a cup of coffee, some nuts, some blueberries, and scarf them down. All food well known for being good for your brain. Anti-void hat from the very trustworthy dude who sells stuff in the dark alleyway. We're gonna go berries. Thank you, noticing location. You get half cap macchiato, triple solution, latte, trail mix, blueberries. Shove them in the old food hole. Immediately, you could feel their magic working. Hey there, Babbles. You ready to head to the despair realm? You sure hope so. Zoe takes your hand, and you can feel your heart pound and your pulse race. She leads you onward. So, like, yeah, this is it. This is where I like to chill and just enjoy the vast, endless, soul-crushing nothingness. You feel a rumbling from within your gut, not a good kind. But not like a digestive issue kind either. No, this is a new kind of rumbling. This is the kind of rumbling of eating so-called brain food and then going into a nightmare dimension and having the brain food actually grow brains. The blueberries you ate are becoming super intelligent. They're banding together and staging a rebellion against your digestive system. The blueberries take over your spleen and declare it independent country. This is a problem because I guess you need your spleen, and also because the nuts decided to take a leaf out on the sentient blueberries and stage their own coup, swiftly taking control of your voice box. Slowly you're spouting all the nonsense about hating DLCs, which you know Zoe is rightfully a huge fan of. But no matter how horrified she looks at you, you can't get the nuts stop popping off about what a waste of money they are. Needless to say, you totally bomb the date, and it's not until you return to your dimension you eat in a ton of celery that you're able to regain full action. Dang it! Dang it! Well, now she's gonna hate me. Okay, she's gonna turn me down, but here we go. Let's ask her. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the prom with you. Oh, honey, I'd love to. But the thing is, you know, yeah. Zoe plus Babbles doesn't add up to any funny or cool ship names, and everyone knows that the first rule of choosing a date. So not this time, okay? Call me if by any chance you change your name in the future, though. Ah, failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You become fixated on it, and you never become a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the Monster Prom. Is it weird and as sad as it sounds? I got most likely to be banned from Disney World for the worst reasons. Aw, now I'm sad. I was so close, I think. I'm gonna have to look up how to win her heart. I don't really like anime anymore, though. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. So, those many years of researching obscure trivia for steamy fanfics paid off. She got a job as a consultant at a company and makes fantasy sex toys based on beloved pop culture characters. Now she rakes in the big bucks, designing blueprints of stuff like the Demogorgon, or the vagina of the Statue of Liberty. Vera kept being fierce and strong and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place, but you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Liam started the inconsistent band that broke all conventions. Their last album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. And for those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. And the battle for the Monster Prom might have ended then, but there was plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. We tried. We got with Scott in the last one, I believe. Or maybe I went with Damien on my single run. I know I did Scott when I played with Sean, and you can check that out in the other playlist. But this was definitely a cute game, and I enjoy it a lot. I've played this a lot. Hopefully this song is friendly, like ad friendly or whatever. Not that I get ads, but I put it on there so I wouldn't get like copyrighted and stuff. But we did that, so I think we'll do, I don't know if I did longer episodes by myself before, but this was a short one. It was just 30 minutes. Maybe next time, if you guys want, leave comments below if you want me to redo this as the master and do the longer version just to see the more chaos. Or if not, we'll just go straight into Monster Camp, because that's going to be a struggle as well. So, but just let me know. I definitely enjoyed this. Our main game, Inspiration, I missed that. Stage prompt, $15. I had good money. Maybe I should just ask Scott. When all else fails, ask Scott. He never turns me down. He's too nice. I think he might have turned me down once, though. I don't know. Gotta have a lot of fun. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, just let me know. We can redo the second term. You guys can tell me who you want me to go for. The shop now has paper map, so vintage. You have unlocked 7 new images in the gallery. Okay. Or we can just go straight into Monster Camp. But anyways, I just wanted to play this that way before we go to Monster Camp. Because there's some characters like Dimitri, I think his name. He's in the Monster Camp and stuff like that. So I just wanted to be able to play. Calculester's in it. Zoe's not, I don't think. There's some characters that are missing. But I just wanted to get that out there and under my belt. That way we kind of done it in order. But anyways, I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you next video. Bye!